Good morning, students. In the previous classes, we have studied about natural numbers, integers, whole numbers, rational, irrational, and real numbers. Today, we shall study about complex numbers. The set of complex numbers is the largest set of numbers. Now, let me first define the definition of a complex number. Any number which can be written in the form of a plus iota b. I will be read as iota. Any number in the form a plus iota b is called a complex number or imaginary numbers, where a and b are real numbers and the value of iota equal to under root minus 1. Value of iota is equal to under root minus 1. It is generally denoted by z. For example, 3 plus 2 iota, 5 minus 3 iota, minus 2 plus iota are the complex number. As the set of complex number is the largest set of number, so every number can be written in the form of the complex form. For example, minus 4 can be written as minus 4 plus 0 iota. 3 can be written as 3 plus 0 iota, or you can write 3 minus 0 iota. So every real number can be written in the form of a complex number. This set of complex number is generally denoted by C. Now here, if z equal to a plus iota b, any complex number, then a is called the real part denoted by real part of z, and b is called the imaginary part denoted by imaginary of z of the complex number. For example, if z equal to 3 plus 2 iota, then 3 is known as the real part and the number which is associated with iota, that is known as the imaginary part of the complex number. So here in this number z equal to 3 plus 2 iota, real part is 3 and imaginary part is 5. Now here if b equal to 0, if in any complex number is always in the form of a plus iota b. If b equal to 0, then we can write z equal to a. Then the number is called purely real number. Then the number is called as purely real number, because if the imaginary part is 0, then the number is purely real number. If a equal to 0, it means the real part of a complex number is 0. Then z equal to iota into b. Therefore, the number is what? Purely imaginary. If the real part is 0, then the number is purely imaginary. If imaginary part is 0, the number is purely real number. Now here the two numbers z1 equal to a1 plus iota b1 and z2 equal to a2 plus iota b2. I have considered two complex numbers. First is a1 plus iota b1 and the second is a2 plus iota b2 are said to be equal. When these two numbers are equal, then the real part is equal to real and imaginary part equal to imaginary. Then we can say a1 equal to a2 and b1 equal to b2, or we can say real part of z1 is equal to real part of z2 and imaginary part of z1 equal to imaginary part of z2 when the two numbers are said to be equal. Now here I have told you the value of iota equal to under root minus 1. So therefore it helps us to find out the other integral power of iota. Now iota is under root minus 1. Therefore iota square can be written as under root minus iota into under root minus iota. Therefore the value of iota square equal to what? Minus 1. Similarly, iota cube can be written as iota square into iota, and value of iota square is always minus 1. Putting this value here, minus 1 into iota equal to minus iota. Therefore, the value of iota cube is minus iota. Similarly, iota square can be written as iota square into iota square, and we know the value of iota square is minus 1. Putting this value here, minus 1 into minus 1 equal to iota. Therefore, the value of iota 4 equal to 1 and so on. We can easily calculate any integral power of iota. Suppose it is given iota raised to power 17. If the integral power is greater than 4, then it can be easily divided with the help of 4. Now iota raised to power 17 can be written as iota raised to power 16 into iota. Now iota raised to power 16 can be written as iota raised to power 4 into 4 into iota. Now we know the value of iota 4 is equal to 1. Using this value putting here, so therefore the value of iota raised to power 17, by simplifying we are getting it is equal to iota. So with the help of either iota square or with the help of iota cube or with the help of iota 4, you can easily break the powers and we can find out the any integral power of iota. Similarly, iota raised to power 24. Now the power can be subtracted like this. Iota raised to power 4 whole power 6. Now putting the value of iota 4 is 1. 1 raised to power 6 equal to 1. Similarly, for the negative integers, iota raised to power minus 17. It can be written as 1 upon iota raised to power 17. Now again the powers can be break with the help of iota 4. Now iota raised to power 17 can be written as iota raised to power 16 into iota. Putting this value and simplifying, or moreover we know iota raised to power 17 is what? Iota. Putting this value 1 upon iota. Now as in the case of rational or irrational number, denominator can never be irrational. Similarly, in the case of complex number, denominator can never be imaginary. It is always real. Now, if whenever the denominator is imaginary, then we can convert into real. It is equal to 1 by iota. Now multiplying and dividing by iota. We are getting here iota upon iota square, and again putting the value of iota square equal to minus 1. So therefore 1 iota raised to power minus 17 is equal to minus iota. See it again. Now we have to find out the value of iota raised to power minus 17. It can be written as 1 upon iota raised to power 17. Now we can easily find out the value of iota raised to power 17 with the help of iota 4. Simplifying, we are getting this is equal to 1 upon iota. Now the denominator can never be imaginary. Whenever it is imaginary, we have to make it real. Now multiplying and dividing this by iota, we are getting here iota upon iota square, putting the value of iota square minus 1. Therefore, iota raised to power minus 17 is equal to minus iota. Now here, if n is any positive integer, then iota raised to power 4n is always equal to 1. And iota raised to power 4n plus 1 can be written as iota raised to power 4n into iota. Again, iota raised to power 4n is equal to 1. Putting this value, therefore iota raised to power 4n plus 1 equal to iota. We can easily break the powers and find out the value of any integral power of iota. Now all the integral power of iota give one of the four values, either it is plus 1, minus 1, iota or minus iota. See it again. All the integral power of iota give one of the four values, either it is what? Plus 1, it may be minus 1, it may be iota, it may be minus iota. Now let us use the concept in our questions. Now see the question. We have to find out the value of what? Under root minus 25 into under root minus 81. Now under root minus 25 can be written as what? 5 iota, because under root minus 1 is iota. Under root 25 can be written as 5. So it is what? 5 iota into, it can be written as 9 iota. Multiplying, we are getting here 45 iota square. Putting the value of iota square minus 1. Therefore, the value of this expression is equal to what? Minus 45. Now, let us see the next question. Again, we have to evaluate the value of this. Now, under root minus 25 plus 4 into under root minus 16 plus 3 into under root minus 9. Now, again, my under root minus 25 can be written as 5 iota plus 4 as it is. Under root minus 16 can be written as 4 iota plus 3 as it is. Under root minus 9 can be written as 3 iota. Simplifying this, we are getting here 5 iota plus 16 iota plus 9 iota equal to what? 30 iota. So this is how to simplify in this question. Let us see the another question. Iota plus iota raised to power 5 plus iota raised to power 9 plus iota raised to power 30. Now this iota is as it is. Iota 5 can be written as iota 4 into iota. Iota raised to power 9 can be separated. Iota raised to power 4 raised to power 2 whole power 2 into iota. 13 can be separated. 12 into 1. Iota raised to power 12 can be written as iota raised to power 4 into 3 into iota. Now we know iota raised to power 4 is 1. Putting the value of iota 4 here, we are getting here iota plus iota plus iota plus iota. Therefore, answer is equal to what? 4 iota. We can easily add, subtract, multiply and divide complex number as in the case of real number. The sum or difference of two complex numbers is also complex. Similarly, product or the quotient of two complex numbers is also complex. For example, just we are adding these two complex numbers. Now we are adding minus 2 plus 3 iota plus 5 plus 2 iota. Simplifying it, when we are adding real part with the real and imaginary with the imaginary, because we know always the like terms are added or subtracted. By simplifying minus 2 plus 5 plus 3 iota plus 2 iota, we are getting this is equal to 3 plus 5 iota. Similarly, see the difference of two complex number. I will consider the same number to subtract them. Again, simplifying it, opening the bracket, we are getting this. Now, real will be adding to real and imaginary to the imaginary. So, it becomes minus 2 minus 5 plus 3 iota minus 2 iota. So, it is equal to minus 7 plus iota. It is what? Addition of two complex number. It is what? The subtraction of two complex number. Let us see the product of two complex numbers. Now, we have to multiply. We just multiply these two by using distributive property. Now simply the brackets can be opened. Minus 2 into 3 minus 5 iota plus 3 iota into 3 minus 5 iota. You can easily open the bracket. Now just simplifying, we are getting here minus 6 plus 10 iota plus 9 iota minus 15 iota square. Now putting this value minus 6 plus 10 iota plus 9 iota, again iota square is minus 1. It becomes plus 15. Simplifying, we are getting here what? 15 minus 6 equal to 9. 9 plus 19 iota. Now it is what? The product of two complex number is a complex number. Now here simply when you have to divide the two complex number, the first is 2 minus under root minus 25 and another is 1 minus under root minus 16. So it can be written as 2 minus 5 iota. It can be written as 1 minus 4 iota. And earlier I have told you denominator can never be imaginary. Whenever it is the imaginary, we have to realize in the denominator. So if there is minus sign, we have to take here plus sign. If there is plus sign, we have to take the minus sign as in the case of irrational numbers. Now multiplying and dividing by 1 plus 4 iota and 1 plus 4 iota. Then multiplying both the terms of numerator, 2 minus 5 iota into 1 plus 4 iota. Similarly, in the denominator, we can use a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square. Then multiplying both the terms and simplifying, it becomes 2 plus 8 iota minus 5 iota minus 20 iota square. In the denominator, we are getting a square minus b square, 1 square minus 16 iota square. Then putting the value of iota square equal to minus 1, we are getting here in the numerator 22 plus 3 iota upon 1 plus 16. Then separating the term real part and the imaginary part, it can be written as 22 by 17 plus 3 by 17 iota. It can be written as in which form? Answer should always in the form of a plus iota b. In the last step, always we have to separate the terms. Now let us see the more question. Now the question is here, these two are given to be equal. It means these two complex number are equal. If the two complex number are equal, the real part is equal to real and imaginary equal to imaginary. Now equating this, 4x equal to 3. Now it is the imaginary part. It means 3x minus y is equal to minus 6. Now we are having these two equations. We can easily solve them. So x equal to 3 by 4. Putting the value of x equal to 3 by 4 here, we are getting the y equal to 33 by 4. See the question again. Now in the question, you have to given these two numbers are, two complex numbers are equal. We know if two complex numbers are equal, then the real part must be equal to real and imaginary part must be equal to imaginary. Equating these, we are getting the value of x equal to 3 by 4. Then substituting the value of x here, in the second equation, we are getting the value of y equal to 33 by 4. Now let us see another question. Minus 2 minus 1 upon 3 iota whole cube. We have to simplify it. First I have taken minus common, cube here, so there should be minus here because minus 1 raised to power 3 equal to minus 1. So we can take minus 2 common here, or you can also use, as this is a, this is b, you can directly use a minus b whole cube if you don't want to take minus 1 common here. Now I have taken here minus common, it becomes 2 plus iota by 3 whole cube. Now I can easily use the formula a plus b whole cube a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. Putting the value of what? A and b. It is what? 2 cube plus iota cube upon 27 plus 3a square into b plus 3ab square. Now simplifying, we are getting 2 cube equal to 8. Iota cube can be written as iota square into iota upon 27. Now this is simplifying, we are getting 4 iota plus 6 into iota square upon 9. Now putting the value of iota square, we are getting here 8 minus iota upon 27 plus 4 iota minus 6 by 9. Simplifying and collecting the like terms, we are getting here 22 by 3 plus iota common 4 minus 2 by 4 minus 1 by 27. Simplifying, you are getting here what? Minus 22 by 3 plus 107 upon 27 iota. Then opening the bracket, this is the value of what? Minus 22 by 3 minus 107 upon 27 iota. This is the value of minus 2 minus 1 by 3 iota whole. Now here the next term here, additive inverse of a complex number z equal to a plus iota b. Additive inverse means if we are adding two numbers and the sum is 0, then each one is known as the additive inverse of other, because 0 is the additive identity in the case of complex number. If the sum of two numbers is equal to 0, then each one is known as the additive inverse of other. Now if z equal to 3 iota plus 2, or you can say 2 plus 3 iota, then its additive inverse means minus z, and that is what? Minus 2 plus 3 iota, then it is equal to minus 2 minus 3 iota. This is the meaning of additive inverse of a complex number. Only you have to take the negative of the given number. Similarly, multiplicative inverse of a complex number z equal to a plus iota b means multiplicative inverse of a complex number z means 1 upon z. It means equal to 1 upon a plus iota b. Now let us see how to find out the multiplicative inverse of a complex number. If z equal to 3 plus 2 iota, then its multiplicative inverse is 1 upon 3 plus 2 iota. Again, the denominator can never be imaginary. Again, we have to make it real by just multiplying and dividing by 3 minus, because plus sign is here. So we have to multiply and divide it by 3 minus 2 iota. Multiplying by 3 minus 2 iota and dividing by 3 minus 2 iota. Simplifying 3 minus 2 iota. Again a plus b into a minus b equal to a square minus b square. Putting the value, it is 3 minus 2 iota. It is what? 9 plus 4 equal to 30. So it can be written as 3 by 13 minus 2 by 13 iota. Just see here one of the important concept, how to find out the multiplicative inverse of a complex number. Initially, the number should always be in the form of the perfect form. It means a plus iota b. Then its multiplicative inverse is 1 upon z. It can be written as 1 upon a plus iota b. If z is 3 plus 2 iota, then its multiplicative inverse will be 1 upon 3 plus 2 iota. Again, realizing the denominator by multiplying and dividing by 3 minus 2 iota. Then numerator will be 3 minus 2 iota, denominator a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square. Simplifying, it is what? 3 minus 2 iota upon 13. Then separating it, 3 by 30 minus 2 by 30 iota. So it is the way how to find out the multiplicative inverse of a complex number. So this is all about today. Thank you. Have a nice day. And now you have to try the question from the related exercise. Thank you.